I've got 7 products in my results in positions 1 through 7. As you can see, we have relevance scores, but we have some which are at 100% and some at 50%. What order do we choose for these products that are equally relevant? Well, as you can see, it is the business rules score. By increasing the business rules score, we are automatically pushing, in this case, the Sony DSLR to the top because it got a score of 7 and the next one down only got a score of 6 and so on. Notice that even though the item in position 5 got a business rules score of 8, it's not top of the results because it's not as relevant as the other products. So relevance is always the most important calculation that EasyAsk does. And then where the products are equally relevant, the business rules score can be used. We sometimes refer to this as results relevance and business relevance. EasyAsk has calculated the results relevance based on which words are matching, where they are matching, and so on. The business relevance is based on rules that you, the business, can set up to say this brand is more important than this brand, or these products are more important than those products. With that, we're going to jump into a demonstration. What you're seeing now is the EasyAsk Studio. And EasyAsk Studio is the tool that many of our customers have, which allows them to control the way in which EasyAsk operates on your site. One of the nice things about Studio is that within it, there's a preview application, which you can see on the screen. This preview application allows me to take any actions, such as clicking on categories and performing searches, and it will show me the results in exactly the same order as they would appear on my Storefront site. Even though it doesn't look exactly like this, it's a very nice feature that previews what would appear on your site. It means that we can test things in Studio, we can look at the results, we can adjust the system, and when we're happy, we can go live. So we're looking at a Best Buy type store, a home electricals type application here. As you can see, I'm looking at cameras at the moment. One of the things that many of our customers have is their own brand, and they want to always promote their own brand above the other products. So I'm going to show an example of doing that. I don't have my own brand in this set of data, but let's just say that my own brand is Sony. If I do a search, for example, for a digital SLR camera, what you will see is that I've got Canon cameras, I've got Nikon, more Canon, and so on. But I'm not seeing any Sony. And that's because of the default sort order, and they happen to be further down the list. In order to change that, I'm going to go to our business rules section. And it's this screen that allows me to set up these rules that will alter the business rules score, which will then affect the order of these products. So I'm going to add a rule, and I'm going to call it Boost Sony. And the search is an EasyAsk natural language search. This is very powerful. I could put all sorts of things in here. In this case, it's a fairly simple search where I'm simply saying manufacturer Sony. And as we talked about with the weights, I'm going to set this to low, simply so that it trumps those other rules that are already there. I also mentioned that we can have short-term rules, long-term rules, and so on. As you can see, I've got an event in the drop-down here. The default is always, which means this rule will always be operable. I can choose other events if I wish. An event is simply a named period of time. So as you can see, I've got an event set up for Easter 2021. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to set this to always. But if we did associate a rule with an event, it would only have any effect when that event is live. So I just add that and I close. One of the other nice things about Studio is that whenever we create a query, which is what we have here, if I click on it here, I will see a preview of all of the matching products at the bottom of the screen. I can see that I've got 310 Sony products. They're at the bottom of the screen. So I'm just going to synchronize the index because EasyAsk indexes everything to make it very fast, and quickly save the changes. And now if I come back to my preview and I do that same search for DSLR, now as you can see, we're seeing the Sony DSLR products at the top. So we've achieved exactly what we wanted to achieve, which is to push our own brand, even though this is a dummy brand. Our own brand products are appearing in the context of what is asked for. Obviously, in this case, it's only in the context of a digital SLR camera. One of the other great features within Studio is the ability to see a bit more about this data. If I click on this tab titled HTML and I just refresh that search by clicking on it, I'm seeing the same set of results that I was seeing in the application, but I'm seeing much more information. It's still interactive, but in addition to the product data, I'm seeing some internal EasyAsk information. So I'm seeing the relevance score. As you can see, all of these products on this first page are 100% relevant. And so EasyAsk has looked at the business rules score. Now it's referred to here as EasyAsk weight, but this is the business rules score. As you can see, the first few products have actually got a score of 10, whereas the other ones have got a score of 0. And the reason they've got a score of 10 is because of the rule which is highlighted in the next column. I can see that the Boost Sony rule, which is the rule that I just created, because of the weighting that I had set, means that any Sony product, manufacturer Sony, has caused this score to be incremented by 10, thereby pushing it to the top of the equally relevant products. Let's have a look at another example. I'm going to search for something slightly different. I'm going to do a search for digital camera. And now you'll notice that I've got a couple of cameras here. I'm seeing Sony cameras, but I'm also seeing memory cards and other what we would class as accessory-type products. This is a common problem for many of you, we know, because when a customer is searching for a product, because the accessory mentions the same terminology as in the main product, you start to see those products filling up the results. As a business, when somebody searches for a digital camera, what we want to do is show them a screen full of digital cameras, not memory cards, cases, and other accessories. Another example we came across with a customer recently was when somebody was looking for a drill. They were seeing the drills, but they were also seeing all the batteries, they were also seeing drill bits, and all sorts of other accessory-type products. So we have a solution for that, again using business rules. And what we're going to do is create a rule which effectively does the opposite of boosting the products. We call it burying the products. So we'll push them down the order so that the real products that we want to see will appear first. So let's have a look at that. I'm going to create a new rule. Let's call this rule Bury Accessories. And here, I'm just going to say Category Path Accessories. And what that means is that we're looking for the word accessories in the category path of the products that are in the results. And if we find it, in this case, we would increase the score. And if I click on Add, I close, and now I just preview that, you can see I've got 2,331 accessory-type products. These are products that exist within a category that's got accessories in the name. Now I actually don't want to boost these products, So I'm going to do something which is going to reverse this completely. I'm going to put the word not in front. And I'm just going to wrap the definition of those products in parentheses to say I want to effectively reverse all of this query. This is a feature of the EasyAsk query language, that you can use words like and, or, and not, which makes it very powerful. And now notice that the preview is saying we've got 6,314 products, which is the rest of the products. So what we're effectively doing is boosting everything that isn't an accessory. And if I just synchronize the index again and come back to do that search again, the digital camera search, now we're seeing what the business would like people to see when they do this type of search. We're seeing digital cameras. We're not seeing the accessories. The accessories are still there. They're going to be down on later pages in the results. And obviously, because EasyAsk is generating the subcategory filters for this as well, you can see we do have digital camera accessories as an option for people to zoom in on. This doesn't mean that people can't find the memory cards. If I do a search for digital camera memory, I'm going to see the right products. And that's because these products now have a higher relevancy score. And so the fact that they're accessories doesn't matter. The higher relevance is more important than the business rules score.